Hey, welcome to a brand new edition of the Rundown with Ramon. My name is Ramon Ray. We have a brand new episode for you today, which is going to be absolutely deliciously amazing. And I'm glad you're here for it. So sit back, relax, and get ready for a brand new edition of the Rundown with Ramon. I hope your day's going well, whether for you it's like 6 a.m. in the morning, maybe for you at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, maybe it's 9 p.m. at night, depending on which channel and how you're watching the Rundown with Ramon. But I'm absolutely glad you're here today. We have a brand new episode in store for you. Brand spanking new episode in store just for you. And I'm glad that I can spend a bit of time with you today to share that with you. How is your day going so far? Is it going well? Is it not going so well? Well, here's what we have in store for you today. Check out the content we have for you today. How to create headlines that are good for readers and business. Create great headlines. Number 2, we're going to talk about 4 questions to help you balance content volume and relevance. 12 tips on how to overcome imposter syndrome. For some, imposter syndrome is a really big deal. Our friends at All Business, how to build customer trust, 12 proven ways. Spotlight, Just Bee Cosmetics turns beekeeping hobby into a successful business. Funny here from Wall Street Journal, why I need my own chatbot to deal with customer service chatbots. So I guess chatbots can talk to chatbots and get more work done. 5 tools to help you manage your small business budget. The one word you need to eliminate from your vocabulary to be 99% happier. Talking about a franchise type that is perfect blend of flexibility and profitability for aspiring entrepreneurs. And Warren Buffett says avoiding bad leadership really comes down to one simple choice. I'm sure it's a bit more than that, but that's some word from Warren Buffett. So let's dive into today's episode of The Rundown with Ramon. And I'm glad you decided to spend a bit of time with me today. Again, my name is Ramon Ray. Started 5 companies, sold 3 companies, authored 5 books. Get to know me better at RamonRay.com. Check us out at zoneofgenius.com. With that, we will stop the music. Boom, and get ready for The Rundown with Ramon. Ding, 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 ding. How to create headlines that are good for readers and business. It's one thing to create headlines that are good for the bots. But what about headlines that are good for readers and business? Headlines are the workhorses of content. If people don't like the headline, they most likely won't click. When they work well, they pull readers into your articles, ebooks, and podcasts. When they don't work, they keep audiences away from even the most well-written content. So the question here is, what can you do to make compelling headlines? 1, identify your brand's purpose. In marketing, every piece of content serves a purpose for your company. The content may exist to increase brand visibility and more. So identify the purpose of what your brand is, what it stands for, and let every piece of content you produce do well for that. Number 2, detail the audience for the piece. Who is the audience you want to read what you're putting out or listen to what you're putting out? Who is the audience that it's for? By connecting your audience and your brand's purpose for the content, you are well positioned to craft a headline that achieves your goals. Number 3, ask yourself and know, why would somebody want to consume the content? What headline will make this content attract readers? Why would they want to do it? What's in this content? What's in this headline that will make them want to click and dive further into it? Keep it accurate. It's important that don't just put a headline for the sake of clicks. If you click this headline, you get $1 billion, a lie, but make the headline relevant to what's inside. Pack a punch. A powerful headline includes active verbs, concise language, blend of familiar and unexpected words. Use your voice. When a headline promotes content from your brand, the headline should reflect your brand's voice. This is important. and more. This is from our friends at the Content Marketing Institute, which always provide great content for business owners. If you've just joined, this is the Rundown with Ramon. All we ask is a little bit of your time to give you the top things you need to know to live your best life or start or grow your business. Moving forward, next tip of the day on the Rundown with Ramon, ding, 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 4 questions to help you balance content volume and relevance. Interesting. Asking yourself, are we catering to our target audience's needs at every stage of their journey? Number 2, from our friends at Marketing Profs, are we providing valuable, pertinent, and personalized content to our prospects? Number 3, are we tracking our engagement metrics and adopting our strategy as needed? Number 4, are we attuned to shifts and open to tweaking our content? This is absolutely important. If you want to balance content, volume, and relevance, you don't just want to be pushing out content for the sake of content, but you want to be pushing out content that is relevant to the audience at hand. Let's keep moving on in the Rundown with Ramon, and I hope you're enjoying it. 12 tips on how to overcome imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is a real thing. It's a real thing. Thank you for being a listener, Mohammed. Definitely check them out on their website. Thanks for that question, Mohammed. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. So how do you overcome imposter syndrome? Well, there's a few ways you can do that. Understand first what causes imposter syndrome, what causes this feeling, this psychological phenomenon where individuals doubt their abilities and accomplishments despite evidence of their competence and success. So what causes imposter syndrome? There's a few different types. One is the perfectionist, setting extremely high standards and feeling like a failure if these standards aren't met. The expert, individuals with the expert type of imposter syndrome feel the need to know everything before taking on a task. The natural geniuses expect to effortlessly succeed in everything they do and may feel ashamed when they encounter challenges or need to put in effort, says our friends at Brains Magazine. The soloists prefer to work alone and may see asking for help or collaborating as a sign of weakness. They feel the need to prove their worth and independently may struggle to delegate tasks or accept support from others. The superheroes push themselves relentlessly to achieve success, often at the expense of their own well-being. They may feel like they must succeed in every aspect of their lives and struggle with feelings of guilt when they fall short of their own realistic expectations. So those are a few signs or different types of imposter syndrome. So here's a few ways we can do to get over the feeling of imposter syndrome. And if you have imposter syndrome, think about it. This is for you. 1, acknowledge your accomplishments. Number 2, practice self-compassion. Number 3, set realistic goals. 4, recognize triggers. Challenge negative thoughts. Embrace failure. Focus on your strengths. Step outside of your comfort zone. Seek feedback. Actively seek constructive feedback from trusted peers. Practice self-care. Track your progress. Celebrate your success. Imposter syndrome, and this is in Brains Magazine, written by, hard to see the author here, but written by an author. Somebody wrote it. It's a real thing. And the more you can do to recognize that you don't have to live with that, the better it will be for you. Imposter syndrome is definitely real. We suffer with it, but it's something that we don't have to live with. Ding, 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 ding. How to build customer trust. 12 proven ways that you can build trust with your customers. This is important. We all want to build trust with our customers because the more trust we have with our customers, the more opportunity there is for them to buy from us, learn from us, invest in us, and more. So how do we do this? Our friends at All Business say, deliver on promises. Number 2, solicit testimonials from happy customers. Be proactive with communication and service. Maintain consistent branding. Focus on the customer experience. Leverage PR and press mentions. Elevate your team. Utilize social proof. Provide transparent and authentic communication. Establish personalized connections with your customers. Embrace social responsibility. Avoid overhyped marketing claims. That's one thing that'll cause your customers to go, don't overhype or lie about what you're doing. These are some ways you can build trust with the customers that you have. And trust is absolutely important. Trust is essential. So work towards building it every single day. Ding, 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 ding. Just Bee Cosmetics turns beekeeping hobby into a successful business. Our friends at smallbiztrends.com highlight this couple. This was the case for the couple behind Just Bee Cosmetics, who got into beekeeping and eventually used it to create various natural products. So what the business does, business niche. Our journey began with a passion for beekeeping, igniting the creation of our flagship product, the Just Bee Lip Balm. So how do they grow from there? How the business got started? Well, they founded Just Bee in 2011, a year after Ben, following in the footsteps of his great-grandfather, started beekeeping. And so they grew it and grew it and grew it. And then they launched candles in 2019, 8 years or so later, it looks like. Expanding their product line to include candles was their big win. Sometimes just selling what you sell is not good enough. Now, there's risks. They went to a trade show to try something new. About 6 years ago, we took a big swing at a trade show that did not work out. This set us back and forced a significant amount of self-reflection that, while painful at the time, was a huge gift. Sometimes you have to take a risk, learn the lesson from the risk, and then move forward. So what sets their business apart? Their children are part of the ideation and production of products and the direction of the company. Listen, everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon, and I hope you're enjoying the Rundown with Ramon. All we ask is for a little bit of your time, about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, give or take, to give you the top things you need to know to live your best life and start or grow your business. Ding, 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 ding. Why I need my own chat bot to deal with customer service chat bots. Listen, the bottom line of this article is simple in the Wall Street Journal. I haven't even read it yet, but I think what the bottom line is, many companies are using chat bots to help their customers. That's great. But sometimes it takes long. They ask all these questions. So we're like, maybe I should get a chat bot to answer the chat bot. And so the bots can talk to each other and help the humans. What the writer says here, Alexandra Samuel, companies use often annoying chat bots to interact with customers. So here is what's on my tech list. My own chat bot whose job is to deal with those annoying company bots. Memorize my identity and preferences. The companies I do business with regularly should have websites that remember my preferences. Sometimes they don't. What about a bot that preempts a support call? The best customer service interaction is no interaction. I want a customer chat bot that acts as my first line of defense by finding fixes and solutions before I ask. And I could go on and on and on, but I think it's cool. What's your dream chat bot to help you kind of do what you want to do so you don't have to use your time to be in line to get solutions to a problem? I like it. Ding, 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 ding. 5 tools to help you manage your small business budget. As small business owners, it's important that we're managing our cash flow, looking at our balance sheet, managing our income, our revenue, our profit, as my friend Mike McCallowitz talks about, the aspect of profit first. So what are some tools we can use to better manage our budget? Few of them are, and here's one thing they say, learn how to create a budget. A few key features to consider when looking for the right software for your business include automation, forecasting, recurrent payment tracking, security, expense categorization. So what are some of the software tools you want to look at? FreshBooks has been around quite a bit, long standard and low-cost tools you may want to use. FreshBooks. Scoro is another one. I've not heard of Scoro. That's another tool that you can use for small business financing, and it looks like it has CRM attached with it as well. Spendesk is another one. QuickBooks is another one. Xero is another one. And of course, our friends at Zoho Books, Wave Accounting, so many tools you can use to help manage your small business finances. If you're not using one of these tools and using the back of a napkin, you should be using a digital tool to help you grow your business. Ding, 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 ding. The one word to eliminate from your vocabulary to be 99% happier, says our writer here, Gloria Aronson at Your Tango. I should get my car washed. I should pay my bills. I should eat less. I shouldn't sleep so late on the weekend. We live our lives with shoulds and shouldn'ts, writes this article. But I'm guessing that shoulds arouse even before that. We create a should when a group of people agree on how the world is or might not be. Should may lead to procrastination, and putting things off is often the result of unconsciously rebelling against or avoiding an unpleasant should. This is because the outside inflicts shoulds on us. So what should we do better to eliminate from a vocabulary this aspect of should? Maybe it shouldn't be should. Maybe we should just do. What do you think about that? We say, I should do. But as my friend Justin Conoco says, maybe we should stop saying, one day I'll do this, and have it to be actually day one. Okay, moving forward, ding, 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 ding. This franchise type is the perfect blend of flexibility and profitability for aspiring entrepreneurs. Mobile franchise business models allow entrepreneurs to operate without the significant costs associated with physical premises. Mobile franchising spans various industries, offering entrepreneurs the freedom to choose a sector that aligns with their interests and skills. Successful mobile franchise owners must possess specific skills and qualities, including resilience and strong work ethic. This is absolutely important. So considering the franchises you may want, but also understand this type of franchise it is, and does it give you the flexibility to leave the life you want? But if you think it's also about flexibility, understand running any business takes hard work. It is a slog. But some businesses that give you some mobility if you want to move around, food trucks, pet grooming, mobile car repair and maintenance, cleaning services, and more are things you may want to consider if you want something where you can move around. Commercial cleaning services as well. I'm looking at this and getting this from entrepreneur.com. You can look at their franchising section for a number of ways you can get into franchising for your business first starting up. Ding, 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 ding. Lastly, tips from Warren Buffett says, avoiding bad leadership really comes down to one simple choice. One of Warren Buffett's most popular tips could be the solution to bad leadership. He says you only have to do very few things right in your life so long as you don't do too many things wrong. So avoiding bad leadership means what? It builds trust and credibility. Making good decisions as a leader is essential for the following reasons. It builds trust and credibility. It enhances team performance. It boosts employee engagement and morale. It reduces stress and conflict. We need more and more leaders in the world to make the world a better place and truly, truly be people who lead. Listen, my name is Ramon Ray, and I'll bring something to you right now that you'll find hopefully pretty interesting, something I talked about that I want you to listen in on here.
A huge impediment of growth and success for many business owners. Of course, it's not
fear of failure. We're talking about fear of failure.
Fear of failure keeps them behind, but it's life in general that keeps that little girl from trying to ice skate, keeps that little boy from trying to go in a race. The fear of failure, the rejection we may feel. I recently talked about this on zoneofgenius.com, and I just wanted to touch on a few points about the fear of failure, especially in business, but even beyond. The unknown is terrifying. Will my business work? Do I know enough to even start or grow my business? What will other people say about me? The justifiable fear that many people may have who provide for others, who are breadwinners in their families or who have people relying on them. If this doesn't work, how will I provide for my family or those looking towards the sustenance I provide? So these are very valid excuses or reasons for fear. Some fear is maybe unreasonable, quote unquote. It's only in our minds, but it's still fear. But the thing we have to realize is there's a cost of fear. By us delaying or by us not doing, by us having the inaction, we won't know what we can do. We won't know the success we could or could not have. We won't know it because the fear is keeping us back, and we may fail, but guess what? We also may succeed. So one thing I want to touch on is this aspect of reframing failure. And I want to read here. To overcome our fear, we need to change how we view failure. Every failure teaches us something valuable. We learn what doesn't work, gaining knowledge that's crucial for future success. Failure is normal and part of every entrepreneur's journey. All successful people have failed at some point. It's a natural step on the path to achievement. Remember that failure is temporary, hopefully. A setback doesn't define you or your business or your life. It's a moment in time, and you can always try again. By reframing failure as a learning opportunity and a normal part of the process, we can reduce its power to frighten us. So how do you overcome fear? You may not get rid of it, but you can take things step by step. Take little baby steps. Considering doing things with others, but be careful who you pick, because those other people can hold you back just as well. Understand you're not alone. Many have failed before you. Many have failed, will fail after you, and you may fail, but you can get back up again. And one thing for sure, taking baby steps and limiting the degree of failure may help. So despite having the fear, despite fear keeping you back, despite fear holding a grip on you, keeping you in chains of slavery of fear, let it prepare you to take action. Take a baby step. Start small. Start something and see how that works, how you feel as you ride the training wheels of business or life. And as you get better and better and more confident, and then the training wheels come off and you're off to the races, as my friend Seth Godin would say. And remember to learn from failure. Many businesses have failed. This is part of the journey. Nothing is perfect, or we'd all be in another place. Learn from your failures. Learn from mistakes. Learn from what you did wrong and learn what you can do better. And when you succeed, when you do well, celebrate that win. Embrace that win. And move on and help somebody else behind you. I hope this is helpful for somebody.
Hey, everybody, that was a special episode. I just wanted to share that little nugget with you about embracing the fear of failure. It's so important because fear can hold us back. And fear is reasonable because it's in our minds, but I don't want it to keep you back. Listen, my name is Ramon Ray. This is The Rundown with Ramon. We ask for a bit of your time to give you the top things you need to know to live your best life or start or grow your business. Thanks for being with us today. Check me out at RamonRay.com. Come visit me at zoneofgenius.com and let me know I can help you in your business or live your best life. With that, this is The Rundown with Ramon, and I will see you next time. Don't forget to comment, share, like, forward, let people know you're watching The Rundown with Ramon. Be blessed and have an amazing, absolutely amazing day. Thanks for being here.